all curious. Wonder where all of these footprints go. Let's follow them and find out more. Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are in St. Louis and we followed the footprints all the way to the City Museum. Now this is one of the coolest museums that I have ever seen from a distance. I've watched this on YouTube numerous times and seen so many cool things that are in this very place. So I cannot wait to go and get hands-on and explore City Museum. But it's a little bit of a drizzly day, so I may not get to do everything. Let me show you what I'm talking about. There's this huge outdoor area that is so cool, but also probably not the best when it's raining. You'll see City Museum is not like any other museum that you might visit. In fact, this has an entire outdoor upcycled play area with an airplane and a rocket, and we are currently standing inside of a fire truck. It's one of the most interactive museums I've ever seen, and we are going in these doors right now. Let's go. Okay, before we started out, I went ahead and picked up a patch. I tend to get overwhelmed, and whenever I do, I forget to get my patch, and then after the fact. They just got some in, they're super cute, check these out. Okay, so now that we're at City Museum, just a few things that you need to know before we start exploring. This is not like your normal average museum. This is like an interactive Meow Wolf meets museum. So as we're kind of going around, you'll see a lot of really abstract looking things, some super neat things, and after 5 o'clock on Fridays and Saturdays, kids can't come here without someone who is supervising them. So it is a larger group of adults here on those times. So that's kind of a neat thing also. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to tell you is where I parked today, it was a $20 parking fee for up to 6 hours. Realistically, guys, I don't even know where to start. There's so much. There's a whale. There's a whole like sea life area. There's these that you can crawl up in. Oh my goodness, where are my play friends right now? I need my friends. This would be so cool to experience with others also. I guess I'm just gonna have to like have fun on my own. I can do it, I can do it, I can totally do it. Literally around every corner there are these interesting little passages, and you never know what's going to be a staircase to something else. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is like a staircase to an exit, but it's like disguised as this. What? Oh wow, guys, this is a crazy, and oh my goodness, there's another one that goes down here. Let's see if we can fit in some of these. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, but we're gonna try. Okay, what is this? Oh my goodness, this is just neat. This is crazy neat. Oh my goodness, I just walked through the belly of a whale and ended up on the second floor. I didn't even realize I was walking uphill. What? Oh, this is gonna be confusing. She told me just get lost in fun. I'm definitely gonna be lost. I don't know about if I'm ever gonna find my way out. In the midst of all of the chaos, I found a cabin. A cabin to where though? Ooh, I wanna go down there. That looks like a cave. So confused. So confused. We went from that area, which was clearly filled with life, crazy, to this area, which is much more demure. And now we can go outside to check out those things that we saw whenever we were outside. Through the window up here, we also get a good glimpse at some of the awesome stuff out in the main area. Over on this side, you see a rocket ship, and that thing is huge. But there's also a slide. And then I don't know what these little stacked blocks are, probably just structure, but oh my goodness, they're super neat. And then there's a stairway to what looks like nothing. Interesting. Wow, this is so neat, all of these upcycled materials. How curious. What happens when we go into the bank vault? Oh, who knows? A dark, long tunnel. Mirrors. Mirrors. Okay, hi there. This is cool. Look at all of the gear mechanisms. That is crazy. Reference, I am tiny in comparison. It's probably easier for you to see that I come up to about this cog right here, but let's see what that looks like when we look at the mirror. There we go. Yeah, that's me in comparison to this massive vault door. I was taking a picture in the other direction, so let's see if we can't go to the other side instead. Ooh, this is neat. Not only do they have the vault doors, but these are old vault, like, keyable things. Okay, we're on the other side now, and oh, this is neat. I love this. Look at all these mirrors. I can see why they took a picture here now. You can see them probably from like every direction. So neat. Now, despite the fact that this is a play place, this is also a really interesting place to see some architectural beauty. So here in this area where we were just walking past this massive wall, there's some information about how they used terracotta in order to make these ornate decorations. And I think you can tell this is a lot of work that went into this. Now, I can only imagine that the building that this might have been on, absolutely huge. Here we find some signs about these ornate pieces, and this one is actually from the Garrick Theater or the Schiller Building, and that was in West Chicago. So that would be, I believe, maybe this piece down here, or is it this piece up here? They're beautiful just the same, absolutely beautiful. This actually came from the Chicago Stock Exchange. It was a late 19th century cast iron post, and it had a copper finish on it. Again, ornate little details. This one was from Chicago as well. It's the Passavant Memorial Hospital, and I appreciate the fact that they have preserved all of these. This was a limestone plaster right here. Now this one is from the Bethlehem Lutheran, and it was constructed originally in 1895, but it was demolished in 2014. And here's one for you, the 1894 Chicago Stock Exchange, aka the Chicago Board of Trade. Now, some interesting names pop up whenever we look at this one, including Frank Lloyd Wright. Here again from the Garrick Theater, this was demolished in 1961 right here. Now, why is this important, and why is it mixed in with all the fun stuff here at City Museum? Well, because ultimately, although this is a place to have fun, it is also a place to learn, and I love that it has both. Now, places like this are a wonderful place for them to exhibit things of the past, like this wall right here. This is something that has a very distinct piece of our history that is so important for us to learn about. It's interesting to see the technique that they used, the grand scale, and also the memories that people had of those buildings as they were able to go there when they were open. And now we're able to see pieces of those, these ornate, beautiful, decorated pieces And I definitely recommend you stop in and see this. Now, this is the St. Nicholas Hotel and Victoria building. It was located in St. Louis, Missouri, and it was constructed originally in 1893. Now, this is what the building would have looked like when it was standing, but the building was demolished in 1972. So this is a piece of St. Louis history that is preserved right here in the museum. Now, when we look at the back side here, though, this is what that terracotta cast looked like from behind. Now, this is what I find so interesting. Whenever you're looking at the front, you see these beautiful designs, but when you come and look at the structure of it, that's what makes it really, really stand out as interesting. I think this side is just as beautiful as the other because you can see how it was created and the amount of work it really did take to make some of these buildings the icons that we still remember. What is this? Oh, this is a somewhat like normal, calm looking room. Interesting, very interesting. The pieces in this room are pretty amazing though when you look at the detail of them. Very, very cool. But then there's this door and it's completely blacked out, so I can only imagine there's something hiding behind the curtain. Should we go see what's behind the curtain? Of course we should. There are people below us. There are people potentially coming up. This, wow. And then there are definitely people above us. A simple solution, let's go play. Let's go. Goodness, there's a pipe organ that goes almost to the roof. Right there, there is an organ right here. I can hear some very menacing tunes being played. That would be cool. There is a slide here, and then there is a slide here, and then there is a 5-story slide staircase here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, someone's coming down. Ooh. Oh my goodness. You're like walking into darkness to get to some of these. So wear closed-toed shoes for sure. Wow. Let's go see what else we can find. You can see all of the slides right here, and they just keep going and going. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Look, they even have a 10-story slide. Oh my goodness. I have never seen anything like this. Ever. Okay, so now that we found Slide Central, let's go see what else we can find. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to come back here when I do have my entire group with me because those slides, yep, that could be super fun or absolutely traumatic. Now, when we went to Beowulf, Riley and I rode the big slides down and there was a bit of a bump on the booty at the end, so I wonder if these are like that. I don't know, but oh my goodness. What is this? Ooh, pretty. See something across the room I want to go check out. I think it's closed off, but we're gonna go see it anyway if we can. Through the gate. Let's go. Okay, so I was able to peek in, and yes, it was in fact what I thought it was. It was over there, but this exhibit is closed today. So I'm gonna try to get a little closer to the other gate so I can at least show you what's in there. Because wow, This is like some modern art and things like that. In fact, there is a piece that I think I have seen before at another display. It's impossible for me to show you because of the glare on the window, but oh my goodness. Okay, do you guys see this piece right here? I have seen this somewhere else before. I'm not sure where. It could have been whenever I was in DC, but I have seen this one before and it caught my attention immediately and pulled me right on over. But again, this exhibit is closed right now. So since that's closed, let's go find something else to explore. I don't know where we're going. I have no idea where I am. I just know we're on one of the higher levels of the museum. Or so I thought until we found the 10-story slide. We'll just explore some more. This is so neat. Look at this. It starts out small and then you can see it pulls together the body and then it turns into a beautiful butterfly. Here is another vantage point of the outside. You can see a big dragon. There's a ball. You can kind of catch a glimpse of the airplane over there. And they do have this entire area closed because of the rain. So that is smart. But, you know, at least you guys can see it at home so you'll know what to expect. Okay, let's go down these stairs and find something else. Okay, this turns a fan below us, which is kind of neat, or a propeller rather. There is another grand ballroom area here. This is neat. I bet they host some really cool events in these places. Not Egyptian, but totally Greek looking. As a person who appreciates art, I am overwhelmed. There are so many things to look at in here. They have these gargoyles, these faces, there's an old turnstile, some of the intricate detail work that has been removed for preservation. There's just a lot in here. Oh my goodness, I was expecting such a different experience and then I stumbled upon this section, was like, wow, just wow. Like, look at this. What? It just continues to surprise and amaze. Now I understand why the lady was just like, this is literally the place that you can be in for hours. Along the way, you'll find signs like these that have a lot of really great information about the people behind some of these iconic designs. This is a little bit of a reader, but definitely recommend stopping at each of these because it gives you an idea as to what motivated them to create such original kinds of pieces and why they decided to put these delicate designs on the tops of these buildings. In fact, this is the special exhibit highlighting these two creators right here. And it says the growth from one seed to its full exfoliation and leaving it behind in decadence as a part of its germinal and vital substance for others to springtime appeared him grand in nature and processional. Now, those are a whole lot of eloquent words to just say, oh my goodness. Look at all of these elaborate, beautiful repeating patterns. Look at the schematics beside them of how they created them, and then look at the tiny little photos telling you where they came from and what they looked like. Now, reading through these, a lot of these actually came from schools, which I think is fascinating because if you ever look at some of the older schools, they're absolutely gorgeous. Very different than the more modern style we're using now. But then you have a few photos like these where they're actually showing them taking these off so they can preserve them. That is awesome. But look guys, there's more. In fact, here they have an open storage area so that you can see just how many pieces that they have been able to preserve and keep so that they can put them on display. That is absolutely fabulous. Okay, so I initially thought that this was going to be Egyptian art. It is not at all. In fact, it's something just as cool though. But I think that from a distance it did appear that way, seeing this guy back here and those pillars, because traditionally whenever you find a museum that has a good Egyptian art collection or an Egyptian collection, they do have pieces that are similar. However, these guys clearly sought some inspiration from those particular styles, and it's very apparent whenever you see it in person, which otherwise I would have never seen. So fascinating. We have more to look at though. In this hall we learn how that they are able to determine what kind of bugs are around us. There are collections from all shapes and sizes, some taxidermy. They also have some interesting things like this that we've been seeing kind of throughout the museum. I think this section is something we more commonly see at most of the museums that we go to, where they talk about the different kinds of animals and critters that are in the area. However, this collection is pretty intense. There are a lot of cases, and it's well classified, and you can see each of the names. Now, if you have a magnifying glass, you can identify these guys. The writing is very, very tiny, but beautiful moths, butterflies. Yeah, definitely come in here and just take a few minutes to just kind of walk around and see if there's anything that you recognize. I hear something. I hear it. I don't know where it's coming from, but I hear it. It sounds like thunder. Literally, the bug room is here, and right here we're back into the fun. Now again, the outside stuff is closed, but if it wasn't, you can go up through here and slide down the side of the building. And that's what we saw whenever we were coming in earlier, the slide that goes down the side. There's another little secret passage in here. It goes to a big dark place. Oh no. I am going to regret this, but I am going to go under the big sneaky snake. Ugh. Beyond the sneaky snake, there is another slide, a lot of climbing areas, and something over here that I have to go and find. I don't know where the door is. Let's keep going. It can't be that far. I mean, it's got to be just like right around the corner, right? You would think. Oh, I think we made it to like the little kids area. Oh no. But where's the spot that I wanted to go? I will say though, this area is very well themed also. Super cute, smaller slides, easier things for smaller kids to do. So it really is a place for all ages. This is great. I love it. It's so cute. Oh wait, I found a map. Let's go look at that. Okay, looking at this map, I found part of these things. Not all of these things, but part of them. I did not go into the enchanted caves yet. I need to go back and do that in a minute. Then we had over here more enchanted caves on level 2. Again, I don't think I've been in the enchanted caves. And I certainly don't think I found the aquarium. Or did I? Oh, everything's running together now. Okay, by the time that we get to the 3rd level, what is this? Okay guys, so this is a 3-story tree that you can go and play in. Now, this is a lot of stuff going on here, and this looks wild. We may have to try to make our way down, but where do we even start? Oh my goodness. Okay, this actually is where we start. Oh, this is crazy feeling. This is crazy feeling. Now they do have steps, but it still is very precarious through here. Woo! Woo! Okay, so a few things. Don't carry a big camera when you're coming through here. You need your hands. What was I thinking? Another crawling tunnel, or is it a sliding tunnel? Look at that. Oh man. Okay, I somehow made it into the food court. I have no idea how I made it here still. It's so neat. There is a massive slide over here. There's a huge staircase, but looking down, it looks like tentacles on a centipede. Again, it's all about the details. Look at the floor even. Oh my gosh. I guess now we're gonna go up the stairs to see what we find up here. Okay, let's just take a little break and chit chat about what exactly the experience here is at City Museum. So much cool stuff. Now, there are factual things and pieces of the museum that you would traditionally find, like I've been showing you, but also the super fun elements. We haven't even seen everything yet. While you're here also, there are a couple of different places you can stop and take a break and get a drink or get a snack. And the food looked pretty good. They have some cute booths down below. That was that like the pizza place, I think, that were kind of built in and looked like they were part of like an octopus maybe? I don't know, it was just super, super cute. First impression, I will be back. I will totally be back. I will probably take advantage of the Friday and Saturday after 5 just because there's not as many children. And then also I will probably come to one of their special events in the future because they have these massive event spaces and I can only imagine they would be fabulous. So if you are coming, check their calendar to see what they have going on. I hear the organ. The organ is playing. I have to go find it again. I have to. Do you hear what I hear? There it is. It's up these steps right here. Let's go check it out. Wow, it's so loud. Hi, big boy. There it is, right there. This is a 1924 pipe organ. Wow. That is cool. Very, very cool. Oh, but there's more. There's more. There's one over here, and then this. Wow! It has such a rich tone to it. Definitely brought me in here. It's not the one that we saw near the slides, but it is impressive. And then there's a button thing here, so if we push this, what happens? Oh, it moves just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, very cool. And then there's another mystery tunnel, which is quite small, but it could be fun. It could be fun. This place gets more and more curious. Look at this. There are train tracks in the middle of this big room. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, look, guys. It's one of those water things where you shoot down the things. That's so fun. Oh, my goodness. That's so cool. I wonder how old that is. That is neat. And then this right here, in front of it, is another big tunnel. And look, this is where the train actually is. Now, it doesn't look like the train's running right now, but wow. I found the room I was looking for earlier, and it is not open. This is a room of pinball machines. But unfortunately, it's closed. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Okay, so this is where we went over to get to the pipe organ, which was right through here. This is the train track, and on this side, probably one of the biggest one of those little sculptures yet. Oh, there's help, guys. The monster slide's behind us. The roof elevator is that way. The skateless park is that way, and Toddler Town is that way. So that's where we were earlier when we found the map. Okay, now we're about to go into the skateless park, but before we do, I found where that little tunnel that we saw earlier went to. It went past this massive scary centipede. That's not really so scary, but he kind of was making a crazy face. But if you saw what I saw, you would understand why. It's because he's getting attacked by this dragon. But this is just so neat. There's like a little tiny scape here, and then there's crawl spaces all underneath this, so that's pretty neat. But you can see there's a riverboat barge, there's the community itself, there's even a little factory over here. This is so cool. Now, I did just talk to somebody and they said that they do also have adult only events. So if you are wanting to come here but don't necessarily know if the bustle of all the kiddos is your jammy jam, then I'm gonna find out a little bit more information about that before we depart. It looks like here they have like a little booth area, and then just beyond this gate they have Circus Harmony. So they actually have circus performances inside this gate right here. Look at that, guys. That is so awesome. Now, this is called Circus Harmony, and it's the everyday circus. So shows were at 2, 12, and 8 today, and this is kind of what it looks like right here. That's pretty awesome. So that's another reason to come and visit. There's a show. Awesome. But I did find the other part of what I was looking for. There are plenty of pinballs that are not locked up in that little room, and they are right in front of us. Okay guys, I love a good pinball. You've seen I've gone to many different arcades, and these are some amazing ones. Look at some of these old school arcades here. Now, this is what I was looking at. This is what I was seeing. This is what I wanted to share. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, and yes. I will be back here with friends. Okay, so again, that was super, super awesome. We have one last place to go and play here, and this is the Skateless Park. I don't know what that means, but it's the Skateless Park. As soon as I enter, I totally understand. It makes sense now. It totally makes sense now. There's all of these ramps. Okay, yeah, totally makes sense. But what is this? This is a huge number 2 pencil. Is it? Could it be? Let's find out. I mean, it would make sense. Look at all of these pencils on the wall. Totally would make sense. I mean, it does have an eraser, so it could be a number 2 pencil. Look at this. Isn't this cool? There are all these ramps. You can run up and down them. Some of them have little swinging areas. Very, very neat. And of course, no non-skate skating park would be complete without the anatomy of a pigeon. Some of these are funny. They have pennies, flies for a brain. There's a mouse who's screaming to get out. All the things that they shouldn't be eating. Oh, poor thing, it has a wormy heart. Oh, it ate a little bit of everything. Yes, it did. And then what is this? Oh my goodness, yeah, this looks cool. This looks super cool. Now, there are lots of drop-in areas here. I wonder if they ever do let somebody come in with skateboards. That would be something to see for sure. And this one has a rope that you can swing on from side to side. Okay. Okay guys, if I get stuck, somebody send help. I'm about to sit in this chair that swivels. I don't know if it's gonna work because of my backpack though. Oh no, oh no. Let's take off my backpack. Okay, this is what the chair that I was just sitting in looked like, and you'll see, it does go all the way around. Woo! In fact, this entire room is just super, super fun. I love this. Woo! Okay guys, now we're gonna go find the aquarium. I haven't found it yet, and I was told that it is straight down this staircase. So, down we go. I don't know why I wouldn't have assumed this would also be awesome. Oh. Just for you guys to see how big this is. So this post right here is a little bit shorter than me, okay? So this is about waist level. Now this tank is at least 15 feet across. At least, probably more. Probably way more than that. And this is just the beginning of the room. In fact, as we move around the room, it just gets bigger and better as we go. Oh my goodness. This place is like the never-ending museum. So there is a staircase down so that we can see into the tank that we were just looking at. And then there's a tunnel under so that we can see more stuff. Go through the tunnel. There it is. Dude, what? When you get in the tunnel, you can see this. Wow. And this is only part of the tunnel. There is more, actually. In fact, coming back to the top, the tunnel goes all the way under this entire floor. And this is where we just saw what we saw. If you look down in these holes, you get a little glimpse of it. But unless you crawl under, you don't see the whole thing. Now again, being such a popular attraction, of course they're gonna be a work in progress on a few things. There's gonna be a slide that's available again, and here you see the hippo, there's an eel, and this is a huge tank also. So I'm wondering what they'll put inside of here. Here is a sandcastle and an octopus, but just like everything else here, both of them have secret passageways that are little bitty. Very cool. Super neat. Super, super neat. And again, another slide. But not only can you go inside the octopus, you can go into his lair by going down these stairs that he is guarding. So let's go. Did I just find the cave? I might have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're already over here, so let's just keep going. Oh, under the tail we go. And, well, there's an entry to another slide. Then, what else is up here? There's an area that they're working on right now that looks like it has a boat. Oh, wow. And then also what looks like it might be a turtle. Again, it is closed right now, but look, I think that's a turtle, yeah. And then here is the boat area. And then there's a big tank down here that will all be part of that whenever they finish fixing it up. I figured out how I missed this earlier. I continued going up instead of stopping here, but look at this. The aquarium is just super, super neat. Super big and really, really neat. Of course, filled with tons of fun. Little hidden passages. I think these are mud puppies. Oh my goodness. And then, of course, there's a touch tank over here where you can put your hand in and these little fish come up and hang out with you. Ooh, but what is this? Then if you follow the tentacles, it leads you to this huge octopus that you can go inside. Ooh, darkness. In fact, I just kept going and kept going until finally we're back. This is where we started our day today, in this big room back behind me. In fact, it doesn't feel as though we made a big circle, but we did, and I don't know how. But I don't feel like I fully explored this area entirely, so let's look around a little bit more. Like, where does this go? Where does this go? Let's find out. I feel more comfortable exploring now that I kind of know what's going on. Okay, Okay, since we figured out where we were, and that's the slide room, now we're gonna go down, because we've already been to the slide room. So we're putting our map in our head together, so if we do get lost, we'll know where we're going. So down we go. Super easy to get turned around in the cave area. Yeah. There's a passage there, a passage there, a passage there, one through here, and then this is the big room. Wow. Wait, whenever you get into these passages, there are sub-passages like this one that goes down and around. And look through there. If you're willing to crawl, you could definitely find some cozy little spots in there. I think I'm gonna take this passage though to see where it goes. Ooh, ominous. Oh wow, look at this. Wow. This is cool. This is really cool. I definitely feel like I am actually in a cave though, guys. This is crazy. This is very cool. So well done. So well done. I will say this, it says that the caves under 16 requires an 18 or up person to go with them. Now there's some super narrow passages in here, so I can totally understand why, but also there's some scary things in there. More passages through here and here and here. But this is the room that we were looking at from above. I feel a little bit more comfortable exploring now that I kind of know what's going on. I got the lay of the land. So passages like this are just places to find hidden surprises. Like this little space mosaic. That's so fun. Oh wow. But there's more. All of these shells along the walls look like they're abalone shells. Very neat. And there looks like there's a bench over there too, kind of hidden and tucked away. At the bench there's this little portal that allows you to look in. And where is this water going to? Oh wow. Very cool. And another place to climb up. Now that looks a little narrow for me, but that is neat. Again, all the recycled materials all through here, very cool. And then all of this is mosaic. Now this is that tank that apparently they had turtles in and that they're reworking on. So soon, very soon, there will be turtles there again. Now we came from here, but if we were to turn here, it would take us back into the cave. Wow, very, very neat. What does this go to though, I wonder? It goes to nothing. It goes to nothing. Just because everything else has gone to something does not mean that everything goes to something like that. It's just a wall. Okay guys, that is going to do it for us today here at the City Museum. I had a blast. I learned that it's kind of like Meow Wolf. You just keep on going through it until you get to it, and check the map every so often to make sure you're not missing anything. There are so many fun places to explore within City Museum. If you come on a beautiful, happy, sunny day, you'll be able to play on the outdoor areas too. I would say have closed-toed shoes. If you want to have a camera, just bring your cell phone. Don't bring a bulky camera because it's just going to get in the way. And they do have lockers if you want to check your bag or something like that. But all in all, This was so much fun, and I can't wait to come back with all of my friends. In fact, I found out that they do certain kinds of events throughout the year, like Halloween and other kinds of things where you can purchase tickets, but also they do adult after hours after 5 on certain days. Now that restrictions are kind of lifting, they're doing more of those, so check your calendar and check their calendar and see if they kind of work together. Remember guys, we are not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and today was so much fun that obviously it was a good time. Bye guys!